everyone, welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today we're doing the roll the dice challenge again. I wish I had real life dice in my hand, but I don't. I'm gonna use a generator online. I've done this challenge not so long ago. I did it with 2 dice. Today I think I'm gonna try 3 because that house was tiny. Also, the really funny thing about that challenge was that I rolled a 12 and I re-rolled thinking I'd get a higher number, but obviously the highest number in a dice is 12, Sandra, so I don't know. Anyways, today we're gonna use 3 dice to create ourselves a nice home. But I want to add maybe like a double bedroom, a kid's bedroom, an office, and I don't know, let's throw in a laundry room in there for the crack as well. I don't know. So I wanted like a big enough house, and we're building in Brindleton Bay, and I don't think I've ever made a video on this lot, so that should be interesting. Of course, if you are going to be pre-ordering the new Adventure Awaits pack, don't forget that you can use my creator code. If you pop that in at checkout, that will support my channel directly. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the crazy chaos on my channel. But without all that aside, let's get straight into the video. The website that I'm using is just called calculator.net, and it just gives you the ability to put in as many dice as you want. So I can actually do more. I could do, oh my god, sorry, you can't see it, but I can do like 100 dice. But I'm gonna just try and do in 3 today because I think there's a possibility we could actually create a really nice home with this. Right, so I'm gonna do it straight off the bat. We're gonna get straight into it, and we're gonna start off with a little hallway. And this in the last video did turn out like a little bit of a puzzle piece, so I'm very excited to see how this is going to work. Right, so let's roll. I'm gonna roll 3 times for the first one just to, you know, shuffle the dice, as they say. Do they say that? No, they don't. Anyways, so 1, 2, and 3. Drum roll, please. It is oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay. Why so small? What are you talking about? So it's gonna be 5? I've got 3 dice and you're starting me off with just 5 numbers? Are you kidding me? Okay, I really didn't expect this to start off quite badly, but I guess 5. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Why is it always like this? I gave myself 3 dice so I can do bigger challenges, and then this is what came out. Okay, so that's our hallway. Okay, so I'm going to also think about the fact that maybe we could do like a nice big sitting room out the back, and the sitting room can like transform into somewhat of a hallway, or else you could also do that with like a dining room or even like an office or kitchen. I don't mind walking through a room to get to the others, but the idea of like a nice big sitting room would give us the ability to maybe add some bedrooms onto it. But that's bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly the opposite of what I wanted this challenge to be like. I don't know, do I just go for putting in the doors straight away? Or maybe in this case, because this room is so small, let's actually roll for the next room before I start doing anything to the house, because I don't know, should I start putting items in here if I don't know where the doors are gonna go? Like, it's such a small room. I'm going to hope that this is going to give me a bigger number. I want a nice big sitting room, right? So let's roll. I'm just gonna roll once this time just for the sitting room, and hopefully this is going to give me a nice big hefty room. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. And see, that's actually still shocking. I just realized because I thought it was gonna be 30, but it's actually only 12 because 6 and 5 is 11, and that's 12. That's just a regular number that 2 dice can actually give me. What the heck is going on with this challenge? What the heck am I doing wrong? So according to this, I can only do 12 tiles for the sitting room, which I really didn't want. I wanted something bigger because this is 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 12. Are you bloody kidding me? That would probably fit this space quite nicely, but that's a sitting room. Oh my god, I'm actually like gobsmacked that this is working out so badly. Right, well, let me use this little corner as maybe a way to fit in like a really small archway. But considering this is going to be our bedroom, sorry, no, our sitting room, we've got to make the most with what we can. Again, I am still going to try and turn this into somewhat of a hallway. Almost imagining, I don't know whether this will stay, but imagining maybe an entrance to maybe the kitchen through this way, and then through the kitchen we get to the dining room, and maybe this actually inside here being like a little bathroom. Just say, logically, if I do something like this then gives me a little bit of freedom to do somewhat of a small sitting room. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why is it always this way when I try to do a nice big video, like big build, you know, we're doing big this time, it just doesn't work. Like, what the heck? I don't know if this is a color I want, but just say we could do couch like this, so we're almost creating like a hallway space from behind the couch. Imagine like this thing back here and then a nice big TV in the middle, you know, above it. I don't think that's too bad. If worst comes to worst, I could actually create another room out of here, or even actually maybe here. But logically, it would probably make more sense to use this space for the door as well, unless we do like a little dresser scenario here. That actually wouldn't be too bad of an idea, that we could do like a dresser scenario this way and then use this space to enter another room, maybe like an office space or something. Or is that just totally wasting my space? I'm not sure. Oh, this thing is cool. Oh, I love this thing as well. Or even just one of these, which this would still allow me to do a really nice arrangement of objects, including like a nice mirror up above, and like I can do a nice array of objects over here. I don't know why you would want music playing in your hallway, but maybe you do, and God knows you have it anyways. But this could still become a door. Yeah, I don't know. Should I just put the bathroom here? Because if I put the bathroom here, there is a chance this won't have a window. Anyways, I think I want the bathroom next. So why don't we spin for the bathroom? And hopefully this will give me an okay size bathroom, because if it gives me, oh my God, 17 tiles. Are you bloody kidding me? This is what I was afraid of. I knew for some reason, I was like, let's do the bathroom next. And I bet you the bathroom is going to be like a lot. And 17 is the number for the bathroom. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's great. What does the product number mean? I'm very confused. This is great, but also kind of bad at the same time, because how am I supposed to put 17 tiles for the bathroom? What the heck? So maybe it would probably make more sense to go this way with the bathroom. Because if I do a big bathroom like this, oh my God, that's 16 tiles. So I'd still have to add another tile. I guess I could add another one like here, but then that removes the possibility of me building out back, or even the possibility of a window. So no, I'd have to probably go like, well, I could probably go like here actually. That's not too bad of an idea. It still is a bad idea considering that's what it looks like, but wait a second. Or else we could do this. And for the front door, we could have, this could be like our little letterbox little nook. I kind of want a door for the front door that has a nice bit of glass through it. That's why I'm like reaching for this one so often, because I feel like this door is so handy when it comes to stupid spaces like this, because this is going to be such a small hallway. And if I'm going to presumably put a door right here to the bathroom, there's like a little chance of me having any natural light coming into this hallway, and natural light is quite important. So why don't we go for this? We can even go for like the open version of this window. Okay, so that is going to be your bathroom. Oh my God, what the heck? What do I put into this corner? I don't really want a window there. I'm actually so confused. This is a beautiful bathroom. Wait, now what is this? Delete that thing. Okay, this is a beautiful bathroom. Maybe let's go for like bathtub of some sort. Oh my God, we can make like a proper spa themed bathroom. That would be kind of nice. I don't think there's any way I could make this look interesting, so maybe let's not do that. But I'm thinking, why don't we do a portion with a platform, right? So okay, that's great. Love when that happens. Maybe I actually want all of this to be on a platform. That actually takes up a lot of room, but what I wanted to do is do like a really nice like spa vibed bathroom. Actually, even something like this would be interesting. I don't know whether I want this, but we could do like a really nice earthy feeling bathroom. Well, actually in my head what I had was like these stones. These are kind of fun. Why do I like desperately want to use these? I don't know how to make them work in here, to be honest with you. I love the little flowers. Well, they're not flowers, they're stones, but they're very cute. I actually went for like dark brown colors, and then up here we could have like either a wooden bath or maybe like one of these. This one already is like kind of sitting in some stones with like the gold and the wooden accents. Wait now, guys, this could actually be really nice. I mean, I don't know where else to put any of the other stuff. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually turning out to be a very awkward shape. In a room that big, we should probably have some sort of a shower. The shower could actually be tucked away in this like lovely little corner. And if I grab the sleek bathroom kit, I could actually also take this like glass and pretend that this closes. So I know your Sims can walk through this. I'm not too like bothered by this idea, but maybe we could just have it like almost like closed off like this. Oh, wait a second. Could I somehow use this as like the backdrop? Oh my God. This bathroom makes zero sense, but I don't know. I kind of like it. This is most definitely the most dramatic bathroom I've done in quite some time. It's so weird and it doesn't really make any sense. with the way it's laid out. But I'm kind of enjoying it, and honestly, that's kind of all that matters, really. I think every once in a while, it's nice to do random challenges like this that, like, this does really make you think outside the box. It may not make a lot of sense, and in logical terms, it looks like whoever built this wasn't really thinking straight that day, but I think it's kind of funny because it does kind of inspire me for future builds, even though sometimes you guys might be like, yeah, but that makes zero sense. I'm like, I know, but it's The Sims. Nothing really makes sense, but it's all just a bit of fun and games. Honestly, guys, I think this is one of the like most dramatic bathrooms I think I've ever done in my career of making bathrooms for YouTube. So I'm really enjoying the way it's looking like turning out, but it is definitely like, it's weird. So you just gotta come into this bathroom and take a pinch of salt with you. Just, you know, don't really think about it too much. Don't get too attached to it. It's a weird bathroom. You're just not supposed to really be like, oh, why does it look like this? You're just not supposed to ask any questions. You're supposed to come in and be like, whoa, who designed your bathroom? What the heck did they do to it? But look, this is it. And I mean, it should be functional. I might just check that shower with that curtain thing behind it, or as in like that glass thing, but I'm 90% sure that should be functional. But this is our 17 tile bathroom. Like, you better be proud of what I've created, because I'm overwhelmed. Anyway, so I think what I want to do next, since I've got the sitting room and the bathroom out of the way, we probably should figure out where the kitchen goes next before we make any other rash decisions on where to put the bedrooms and like the rooms that essentially can't be a walkthrough, because essentially your kitchen and your dining room can still be like a walkway. So if I just like put down all the bedrooms first, I want to make sure that I've got my choices made with the walkable rooms. So let me try maybe figure out where the kitchen should go. So let me roll for the kitchen. Please give me a big enough number. Oh my god, it's gonna give me 9. Are you kidding me? No! Why are you giving me 9 for a kitchen? I'm actually like, I'm traumatized with this challenge. Why is it giving me like the stupid numbers for the rooms I actually need good numbers for? So this is gonna be 9, right? I guess it's a lot better than I think 5 is what I rolled the last time when we got a kitchen, but that is something. And I suppose it kind of has to go here, like, unless I put it here, right, which wouldn't be too bad of an idea, and then I could, I guess, have the dining room kind of out the back, and this could be like a bedroom. But then where do I put like an office space? I guess the office could come out of the dining room. So should we maybe actually try and do the kitchen here? But then again, am I wasting space? Hold on a while. The reason why I'm so torn is because this gap over here can also become an entryway into the kitchen, as well as just say like an entryway into the sitting room. I know it's like a cluster of little archways, which is, you know, it's weird, but it's okay. Then on the other hand, I could just make it go like this, that you have to go through the kitchen to go to the sitting room, which, you know, it's not also a bad look. Do I like that idea? I don't really. I kind of prefer the idea of doing this, because I hate the way you can kind of see the floorboard stopping, because I want like different floorboards for the kitchen. Oh my god, what am I doing? Is this okay? Because over here then, of course, this will have to be a room, which I guess this room, if it is going to be a big room, it could wrap around this way. I still need like a kid's bedroom. Okay. And also an office space. And a dining room. Oh my god. Oh, I wanted a laundry room as well. Oh, brilliant, Sandra. Brilliant. Actually, now that I think about it, logically, maybe this would make more sense if we had the TV facing out this way now. Now that we know there's nothing kind of else happening over on this side. So this would give me the possibility of maybe just doing like a nicer, bigger, you know, room for windows is what I was about to say. But then over here, it would allow me to create maybe like a kid's room or a master bedroom coming out of here. So this actually probably works a little bit better. So look, I'm going to make the executive decision that I'm happy with this being my kitchen. I'm going to try and figure out how to make this work. And honestly, I really just want to put like a locked door into the kitchen, which I mean, logically probably wouldn't make sense in case there's a fire, but I just don't like when the floorboards carry to the other room and they're like, then they get cut off and they get changed. I think if I do a shape like this, right? I know it's a little bit of an awkward one, but I could still give us the possibility of doing another like walkthrough, just say out this way to potentially go into somewhat of a dining room. Then I'm thinking if I do get a room on this side, I want at least a little window over in the kitchen. So I'm going to have to make sure that nothing kind of touches this area, because otherwise I just won't have a window in the kitchen. And I honestly think that that is bad. Like, you need a window in a kitchen. But at least personally for me, I just feel like kitchens need ventilation one way or another. So I think it's more important that we focus on the idea of the windows here. Yeah, That's okay. It's not the worst. I think that this house is going to turn out so nice that we're all going to be like, oh my God, this is so pretty. Like, when is this going on the market? Like, when can I buy this house? I think that's what's going to happen here, guys. I'd like to think anyways. Nice little blue kitchen. There's nothing wrong with a nice blue kitchen. I mean, I prefer a blue bathroom, but our bathroom is a spa, beautiful glazed, I don't know why I called it glazed, but like beige experience. So maybe today we'll just do a blue kitchen instead. I really love the vibes of this kitchen. I think there's something very wholesome and very cute about it. It's also quite clean. And even though it is very small, because it is only what, like 9 tiles, I think it still is very spacious. Now, so I did leave the counters in the corner empty for preps. I'm really hoping that those will be functional because obviously your Sims can't prep anywhere else besides those counters. So that should still be all functional. Yeah, that's your kitchen. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it, but I'm really hoping that the way that I positioned it, it's actually going to help me. So let me maybe try and roll for the dining room, because I'm really hoping that the dining room is also going to save us. 12. Oh my God, are you kidding me? What the heck is going on? It's like I have 3 dice. So logically, the numbers should be going up high. I know 12 is still high, but they should be going up higher. So far, 17 is the only crazy number here, which is not that great. And I'm not going to lie. Should I do 4 next time? What should I do? Another idea I had actually that you guys suggested while reading through the comments was that I rolled 2 dice, and whatever the first one is will be like, just say like your left wall or your width, and then the other dice will be like the height. So just say it will create me a shape from the 2 numbers. Let me know if you want me to do something like that, because I'm giving up. I'm losing hope with these dice. Right, so 12. I wanted there to be a room kind of coming out maybe through this way, but I do have 2 tiles for 2 potential nooks, if you get me. So I could create this portion as part of the dining room. I could. Whether I should, I don't know, but let's just think about this. Actually, no, that's a bold choice. Logically, a nice hefty 12 would go like this for me, and I probably should go for the most geometric perfect shape, because we've got to do a dining room. We've got to do something like this. And I know you guys were laughing in the last video. I did like a 1-bedroom apartment, small area like this, but I put like the massivest, that's not a word, the biggest table there for only 1 person. But logically for today's video, I want at least a kid and just say 2 parents. So we have to have at least 3 chairs. So do I do something like this, or do I just maybe tuck it into the corner? Okay, let's think about this. I still need an office space, right? Okay. And I also need a bedroom and a kid's room. Should we throw in an ensuite as well for the bedroom for the parents? So if I do just say like a big master bedroom here, I could do like a small ensuite. Oh, actually, no, I can't do anything here. But I could also do an office space coming out of this side. So maybe this should just be like the kids' room. We'll try do like a master bedroom here and maybe like an ensuite coming out of it too. So this is logically where I could do an office space. Yeah, so we can put the table over on this side. Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing weird about this house. What are you talking about? So this could be the entrance to an office, and then this gives me a really nice space to like put a bedroom here and then a bedroom coming out of there. Oh my God, guys, we've got this under control. Don't worry about it. Well, maybe worry a little bit, but don't worry too much about it. Like, it's not that bad. It's just a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea why I decided to go for this table specifically with this color chair. Maybe there is like a nice little thing that we can create out of this. Oh, I found the matching color to the table. Oh, that's cute. Maybe we could also do like a lighter color on the other side, and could we get like maybe some nice light wooden panels on the other side? Would that be kind of fun? I don't know what I'm doing. Something is possessing me in this video and I don't know what it is, but that's actually kind of nice. And we could then do a lovely like big window over on this side. Sorry, I don't know why I keep laughing. There's nothing to laugh about, Sandra. This is actually fine. And you need to focus, okay? Focus. I decided to go for black windows everywhere throughout the house. So I guess I'm just going to continue with the idea of black windows. Whether I think this is a nice idea, I'm not sure. But this is the safest location for a set of windows. So let's go for this. I might just cover it up slightly with these curtains. Hate the way they're clipping through. But honestly, I think that's kind of fine. They're clipping only a small bit. Although, do you know what I could do? I could maybe use these new curtains, like these things. I'm really finding it difficult to use these because most of the windows that I use, they're quite big. So the little lip that connects to the wall, it usually connects to like a window for me. So I don't really like that look. But in this case, it actually does seem to work pretty well. That's actually quite nice. And they're a little skinnier, so the clippage isn't too bad. But like, oh, that's... I don't know. Maybe it's the color of the window that I hate. Maybe it's the window in general that I hate. I don't know how to make this look nice. I think I just hate the positioning of the window and just in general in this room. But logically, I think this is where the wall in the parents' room will be. So I can't really put a window in there unless you want to be looking in from the dining room into the parents' room. So I think I might just do something like this. And then over on this side, we could do a nice little big... I love the way I say nice little big. Little and big shouldn't be next to each other. A nice painting of some sort on this wall. Actually, this color is probably going to be ideal to match the aesthetic, so maybe we'll go for this one. Severely overused, but it's nice, so I don't mind. I don't really know what else to put into this room, so I'm desperately like trying to find a chair or something that could just quietly sit in the corner and not say a word, but not even the chairs want to work here. Not even the chairs think this is a nice room. Now, this thing is kind of fun. It's kind of like the spare room of the house, it feels. Everything just feels slightly off. Everything is slightly wrong. You know, they were really redoing this room and they said, yeah, we don't really care about the dining room. The dining room, we don't use it. You know, I don't use my dining room either. So maybe this is like that kind of vibe. It's like, oh, we've got that chair. Put it into the dining room. You know, like that kind of way. There's something kind of weird about this room, something that makes me feel slightly uneasy, but at the same time, there's something kind of nice about this room. And again, Sandra is desperately trying to sell this to herself so that she can continue to sell it to you guys on YouTube. But I don't know. This is our dining room, right? It's got something. It's got potential possibilities to enter an office space, but I am very anxious about the idea of this bedroom. So maybe let's whack that bedroom out of the park first, because I just don't know how this is going to work. And I just in my head decided that I'm also going to do an ensuite for that bathroom, and I betcha the ensuite is going to be 17 tiles as well. Maybe these people just love big bathrooms. Right, guys, so let's roll for the master bedroom. 16 tiles. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That is what I wanted. This is where I want this challenge to go. Okay, so 16. That's a nice hefty number. Let's roll. Okay, master bedroom. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be really pretty, guys. Right, so this is 16 tiles. There is this in the middle. Do we care about this? Now, what do we do with this bloody thing? This is a perfect shape for a bedroom, and I don't necessarily want to remove a tile. I guess I could. Wait now. If I remove this could then do a nice little shape for an ensuite. So that way then I add this onto here and this door becomes actually normal. But also, if I don't do that and the door just goes here, it'll still be nice to put something here, maybe like another little chest of drawers or something. If I work with this shape, can I even fit a proper bed in here? Because if I put down a bed, these people can't get to the other side of their bed unless I do this and we just don't do bedside lockers. That's a little silly though, isn't it? I feel like it is. This is a weird shaped room. It literally feels like Tetris now. I love Tetris. We should do a Tetris challenge. Only the shapes of Tetris, and I don't know how, I'll leave that up to you guys. You let me know if you want a Tetris challenge. Why don't I maybe roll for the bathroom next, for like the ensuite? See what kind of numbers we get and see what actually could be feasible to do. Because look, I don't mind leaving just a weird gap in the middle. Never done that before, so it might be a little weird, but let me just spin maybe for the bathroom, for the ensuite, and see what it suggests. 12. That's a rather large bathroom, but honestly, nothing worries me anymore in this challenge. Right, so, okay, 12 is not a bad number for a bathroom. So I could do 9, 10, 11, and 12, which essentially will create me something like this, which really does feel like Tetris now, doesn't it? This is weird. My other option is, if I don't go for this dude, right, if I leave this as like an empty square, there's nothing in there, I add this back to the bedroom, making this my 16 tile bedroom, which would be a beautiful shape like this. Then the 12 tile bathroom would look like this. And honestly, that probably feels nicer. But do I want things to feel nice? Does anything feel nice in this house, actually? I'm not sure. On the other hand, something is possessing me to do like this shape, kind of continue the house going vertical, but actually maybe that's a bad idea considering we'll still have a room on this side and this side. Like, how am I supposed to roof this bloody thing? I have no clue. I should have done an upstairs instead. Maybe we could do that in the next video. I don't know, guys. At this point, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing here. Logically though, this would have to be like this. Now tell me how one roofs that. Unless we put like a tree in the middle, that could be fun. That's not great. It's making me laugh though, so hopefully it's making one of you laugh too. A nice little birch in the middle. Logically, that actually would be really fun. Oh, and I could do like a glass. Wait, is that weird or is that fun? It's weird, but I kind of like it. Wait, I could also do the glass inside there. Guys, I've never done anything like this. Should I try it? I feel like I'm gonna do it. Maybe not necessarily this tree. It doesn't even have to be a tree. It could just be one of those like Zen gardens. You know, they've got them in Japan. I actually stayed in a place in Japan that looked like this. It had like, just imagine like a little platform thing. And then on the platform, it had like, well, it had stones, kind of like the bathroom does, but honestly I feel like I'll just make it green in this case. And then it just had like a beautiful like plant or like a tree in the middle of it, so I could do something like this. Please subscribe for the creativity. I kind of really want the room to go this way, okay, which is, I know it's weird because like you're gonna be coming in through this way, but at least I can still have one bedside locker. Well, actually, does that really make any difference? Maybe this way is better because I still want a chest of drawers somehow. I guess if I go for the really skinny one, actually, hold on, like this thing, that probably would make this space feel a little bit more functional. But I honestly love the idea of doing like a TV in a bedroom too. Maybe in this case we just don't need one. Maybe this is okay. I actually kind of like this bed here too. Guys, I have a quick question. Do you find it weird that I put my rugs kind of off center like this? Because in real life I'd love to have my rug tucked in as much as I can underneath the bed, I suppose, so that when I come out my feet will touch the nice rug. But for like aesthetics and for balance, I like the rug kind of coming out around here so that the room feels balanced. But do you find that weird? I just really want to know. This might not be something that you guys think about, but I see loads of different builders putting their rugs in different ways, and it's just really interesting to figure out like what am I doing? Like, am I doing something weird, or is this like a normal thing, or what am I doing essentially is the question. Okay, so this is what I've done in for the bedroom. So it's like a light powdery dusty pink. Oh my god, there's no window. It's like, hold on a while, there's something like tremendously missing here. What if I put the bathroom door here, right, and I just do like a small collage? I'll just move these over. I knew I was forgetting something. Just something felt off, but I didn't really I couldn't put my finger on what it was. Maybe the windows at the back of the house are just gonna be white. Guys, I don't know. Things are not looking good in this house. From the outside, it's going to look like a massacre, but whatever. Okay, now the room is complete. So this is going to be our bathroom. I love the way I keep forgetting about these bloody windows. Right, so I think this is going to be kind of like the end of this house, as in like this is the end of the portion of this house. So I can kind of put windows wherever I want and make this bathroom in whatever shape or way I want, which is just fantastic. I don't know why I always feel the need to have like a specific color theme in the rooms I choose, because I really just instantly, as soon as I saw this space, I was like, I want this room to be green. And I don't know what it is. Is it the sense of like the powdery pink that I did just before this makes me want to do like a green? But that really reminds me of the dining room. Can I just not do like regular rooms? Let's do black and white, actually. That could be interesting. Yeah, I like the idea of like the clashing patterns, but with the black and white. I think it's also very classy. Okay, so this is just an ensuite bathroom, but let me just figure out maybe how to lay this out before we go any further putting down windows, because you know Sandra keeps forgetting about windows, so we don't want to forget about windows in this case. But I think this room should be okay. But also looking at this room, there's probably enough space also for a bath here, which isn't a bad idea. We could just throw a little bath here in the corner. I never use squat toilets in my builds, but when I was in Japan, that was actually a very common practice, and I honestly never consider using them in my builds, but maybe we should actually put one in here. I don't know. It's a bit random just to have here, even though they've got a regular bathroom over there. But maybe looking at the idea that bathroom experiences are almost like a ritual for them, maybe they go back to, you know, maybe their roots of whatever country these people are from. In Japan in general, they had amazing toilet vibes, but this then would allow me to put like a nice window maybe over on this side. And maybe we could throw another one in here. And then also actually maybe another one in here. Oh, look at us going crazy with the windows. Actually, no, wait, now Sandra, stop. Maybe that's a bit too much. Maybe this shouldn't have a window here. Also, I don't know why I'm obsessed. First of all, with these new lilies that I've gotten recently. But the idea of adding like a trio of plants just makes me so happy to look at. I don't know what it is. It like feels like it cleanses my mind when I see a little trio of plants and a little trio vibing together. I think there's just something so beautiful about it. And also the idea of that pop of green in this really monochromatic bathroom is amazing. I think I'm loving the vibes of this bathroom anyway, so I'm glad we did an ensuite. I want like a really nice soft light above the shower, but nothing is really giving me that vibe. I don't even know if I want to do any lights in here now. I kind of like how dark this room is because I wanted to maybe use something like random, like this little text, you know, that maybe says live, laugh, shower, you know, like something stupid like that. But does that look a bit silly in there? Also, that would be so annoying having a shower next to that. So maybe I actually don't want any extra lights. Maybe just like a little one here, just like one of these. And then like, that's it. We're happy with this. We don't really care about the lights, but that is our little ensuite. I mean, this is a beautiful bathroom. I really love it. 10 out of 10 for this bathroom. So that is what we've got here. Very cute. So the last two rooms I've got to do is the kids room as well as an office space. Oh, a laundry. Oh my God. I need to get that kids room out of the way. So let me maybe just shuffle for that. What are we going to do for the kids room? Make it kind of small. 13. Okay, that's not that small, but I'll take 13. So this is essentially where I wanted the kids room to be. So this is 9, 10, 11, 12. And I need one more tile somewhere. That's great. Well, I guess we could just add one of these. I mean, at this point, I've kind of lost all hope for this house having a regular shape. So maybe this is exactly where we need that little bit coming out. Because I could put it back there, but I like the idea of this big window going that way. I'm going with like a pop of yellow in this room, but I also added more glass just to make the inner glass seem a little bit more normal. And I think for the kids' room, it does add like a nice little bit of light in here. For the bed, I think I'm actually going to do a little bunk bed with a desk scenario underneath because I actually really like the way these things work. And I've started using so many bunk beds now just because I do them very often in my tiny homes, but they are very smart. And guys, I did see your comment about trying to do a double bed under a single bed, bunk bed. Gotta try that. Like, you best believe I will be trying that soon. Okay, so that's a nice little like homework section in this portion of the room. Maybe I'll do this like fun chest of drawers out this way. I don't think it's clipping through the wall, but the tiles are coming through the walls. That's great. We'll have Blarfy over on this side, and then I'll just scatter some toys over in this corner. And then over on this side, I might do like a nice little yellow mirror. And maybe actually, now that I think about it, maybe Blarfy can actually go into this section. It would be kind of funny having Blarfy there so that when the guests come over, all they can see is just like a bear. I think that's pretty cute. Okay, guys, I'm pretty happy with this kids' room. It's quite messy and cluttered, and I kind of like that idea. I'm really getting into like the swing of doing more kids' rooms in preparation for the Adventure Weights pack. So I'm interested to know any tips of what other things do you put into kids' rooms? Because like I have these toys, but once you go into game mode, someone will come over and start like tidying these up. They'll put them into the chest. So yeah, I'm not really sure. So let me know what you think of that. Okay, I've really quickly just done the hallway space and the sitting room, and I have decided to go for this birch tree. It might be a lot in the long run, but the tree does actually disappear when you like, well, it kind of disappears when you play in certain angles. So that should be okay, I think. Oh wait, no, that's actually very annoying, to be fair, to have a tree there. But I think for the video, I think it looks kind of funny. But you know, if you do download this house, you can just get rid of the tree. Anyways, I still have got to do an office space and a laundry. So I'm hoping to maybe do the laundry kind of coming off of the hallway space. Or maybe you go through the laundry to go, sorry, into the office. Oh my God, I'm getting all confused at this point. Because I don't have any other walls that I could do an office space from besides this one. So the office and the laundry, guys, they're gonna have to be together. Like, why the hell did I decide to do a laundry? Anyways, let's roll for the office space. What is it gonna be? 11. That's a solid number, I'm not gonna lie, but that extra one just kind of makes me nervous because there's always like one tile in this stupid house to make it seem like I'm playing Tetris. So that's 9. So let's do maybe 10, 11, and then what? No, maybe not that way. I want to go, which way then, Sandra? Which way? What if I do 10, 11. No, that blocks the light. We'll do 10, 11, and then we'll do hopefully a small laundry coming off of that space. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, it's nice, she says. Nothing's nice in this house, Sandra. What are you talking about? I mean, this looks like the ideal space for a desk, so I'm gonna just do that straight off the bat. I'm feeling like quite dark vibes out of this room, so I'm gonna go for something I truly know and love, like some dark colors. I kind of like this little nook. It feels very cozy. Of course, I'm gonna cover it up with some of my favorite curtains, like maybe these ones. I feel like that's the last shade of these curtains I haven't used yet in this house, because all the other ones have already been used. And then I'm positioning this door right here for the laundry. I don't know whether that's a good idea. Actually, maybe I'll go more so that way, and then we could just put another like little thing here, maybe just like a little bookcase. I'm not too precious with what room this is actually going to be. At this point, I feel like I've done enough of my work. The work here is done. I'm ready to just finish this video now, because I'm very scared of that laundry ruining the whole aesthetic. And I still have to do the outside. And honestly, the outside scares me, because like, how do I roof this place? Like, how do I roof this place? There's a hole in the middle with a tree. Okay, guys, so that is your little office space. There's nothing really in here besides just a computer. I didn't go for any specific hobbies or anything. I mean, you can do some in-house gardening with this little pot right here, so that's very cute. Very nice little succulent. And now, the last thing I gotta do is roll the dice for a laundry. I don't know why I decided to do a laundry at the start of this video, but I have decided now, and oh my god, it's gonna be a 4-tile laundry. Oh my god. Okay, that's just fun. I mean, is it fun actually? Like sometimes these challenges just make you think about what else to put into a room, because sometimes you can get quite stuck with the same thing over and over. But a 14-tile laundry, I mean, this is 13, right? So you think that at this point you're like, oh, okay, well 13, that will really nicely marry with that office space. Well, no, I've got to add another tile, and I think I'm gonna have to add it like here to like fit that shape one way or another. But roofing this is going to be an absolute disaster. So laundry anyways, guys, let's go. Okay, well these little nooks really make me think that I should probably put washing machines in there. So let's throw a washing machine in there, and maybe another set over here. I mean, it's a 14-tile laundry. Maybe these people just like to wear something different every day. It's crazy, really. I'm also kind of thinking, why don't we do like a little exit door? Like we could do something like this, right? And we could do like a little drying area out the back, maybe. That's kind of fun. Why are you doing this, Andrea? What are you doing? Like, just stop at this point. But this is kind of cute. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else people put into their laundry, so I'm just gonna put a bunch of random crap in here, and hopefully this somehow turns into a nice room. I mean, probably dressers would make sense, so you can just like instantly put all of your clothes away. That's ideal. So like you wash your clothes and you just put them away straight away. Maybe over on this section here we could have some sort of like an area where you can like fold your clothes. I would love like an item that's just an ironing board, like standing up. I know we've got the one that's like hanging, but I'd love an ironing board just like chilling, like opened. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think I might go for like the dark green color in this room for whatever reason. This is kind of fun. I kind of like this room. Nice little dark wooden like little chunks here and there. Chunks, the word chunks, Sandra, stop. And then like a really nice mossy dark green, because like this room is like, it can get moldy a little bit. So we just like have green walls so that we don't see the mold. Oh, this is actually quite fun. We can have like a couple of those decorative pieces that look like they're little wicker baskets. Like, yeah, one of these here. You can have, you know, more kind of like cluttery storage. Maybe just like some detergents here in the corner. I'm going to change the color of this one and make it smaller and put it next to the other one. Make it seem like we've got more. Maybe some tissues. You know, you spill the detergent on the ground. Ah, don't worry. There are tissues over there. That's fine. You know, so it's like a nice bit of a cluttered room. And then straight away, as you finish like drying your clothes, you can like come straight out and like put them out on the drying rack thing. That's always a lot of fun. Maybe this like really funky mirror here as well. I don't know. You could also be getting dressed in here. Oh, I'll definitely put like a little thing of music up here. I want another one of these things, but like a different version, because I keep using the exact same one over and over again. You can also read some books here while you're waiting for your laundry to wash. You could just like have some books. You guys don't do that? Well, you should start doing that, because that's a great idea I just thought about. You know, just reading some books while you're waiting. So in that case, then I'll also put this like dark green poof over here because you're just literally waiting for your clothes to be ready. And I think that's very practical is all I'm going to say, okay? Very practical stuff happening in this laundry room. Oh, I love this light in here as well. Really nicely brights up the room. Brights up, is that a word? I'm not sure. But guys, look, we've got a laundry room. That's not the worst. This is kind of like a fun little spare room that you've got some cluttery bits. And you just really prioritized with how big it is. So I think, guys, now that is practically everything. And looking at the size of the kitchen, comparing to like the hallway and comparing to the bathroom sizes, nothing really in this house makes sense. But this is a big, big house. And looking at it now, oh my God, what the heck am I supposed to do with the roofing? Okay, looking at this portion right here, something is really possessing me to do some platforms up above like this section to make like a really funky like little area right here, which we could then add like a column maybe supporting that section. It would actually be really cool as well to maybe do a front patio section. So the front of the house does actually look quite cool, like there's nothing kind of wrong with it, but then what the heck do we do at the back of the house? Do I just maybe create some sort of a weird middle section where I maybe continue some of the platform, right? So if I just continue the platform like that, no, that's wrong. I want to almost create like a green section inside here. This is gonna look so bad, but just stay with me. We could do like green sections. Oh guys, this is going somewhere. It's either going to be going out the door or else it's going to be going somewhere, and hopefully it won't be going out the door. What about like a little chunk of a roof here? Like just like a little roof. Like we don't want too much, but just like a little bit. But then what else? I guess this could kind of continue on that way. Oh, then that's going to create a hole here because the platforms don't want to go next to roofs. That's ideal. Unless I make it longer. No, that looks so bad. Well, like unless I do this, right? But also embrace it on this side as well and have like something kind of going on that side too. Because like I can't just have one chunk and nowhere else. You get me? Like you've got to have something. But then this would have to be continuing onto that side. And if we flatten this quite flat, it mightn't look too bad. No, it looks bad, doesn't it? There's also these chunks, which I don't really mind the idea of this maybe coming up like that. Wait, guys, I'm getting the hang of this. Maybe we could do something like this instead, and maybe same over on this side. We just have like these little portions kind of sticking out. Wait a second. I've got it, guys. I've got this under control. Don't you worry, guys. Things are looking fine. We can even extend this out a little bit and then also add like these little columns right here. Extend this up higher and we almost have like a fun little area to like go out, you know, and just live our lives out the back. Oh, what is this, guys? What in the name of God is this house? Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video because I'm not sure what to tell you really. Okay, guys, so I've completed the house now. I've taken some time to figure it out because it was definitely more so a struggle, more than I thought it would have been, but this is what it looks like. It's like a brown blob. Really not sure how to feel about it. This is the back garden. It's probably the most messiest back garden I've done in quite some time, but maybe that's kind of the idea. I mean, this whole house is messy as it is. Looking at everything, it does feel a little bit like a Tetris shaped house, so maybe we kind of like the idea that things are scattered around the back. Everything is in like a brown shade. We've got some kids play equipment, of course. We've got some gardening because I can't live without that, and we've got more birch trees just to add to the idea that that regular birch tree in the center is a normal thing. Maybe these people, when they were moving in, they were like, oh my God, we love that tree, let's build around it. And maybe that's actually where they started. That actually would be really interesting if I just put down some trees and I have to build a house around it. Something like that actually just sparked an idea, this creative idea in my head. So let me know what you think of that idea. But I think that one last thing we've got to do is do a tour, because I think this is going to be probably the most funniest part of this video, seeing this Tetris maze in real life. Welcome on into my every room is a different shape challenge. Technically, yes, but this is the roll the dice challenge. So I've rolled the dice for each room, and I think we've managed to make something kind of interesting. Not sure how to feel about the idea of the glass going into the kids' room, to be fair. That's a little bit invasive of their privacy, but whatever. Anyways, this is the most boring room I think I've ever made, but like, what else would you put here? I guess I could have done another mirror here, but honestly, I'm sick of putting mirrors in everywhere. Let's check out the Mahusive spa-like bathroom. This place is is just so funny. We've got a shower. We've got this ritual of a bath happening over here. I don't know what the heck's going on. We've got this beautiful sink with features upon features everywhere. It's funny, it's weird, but I do really like it. Then over on this side of the house, we've actually got the kids' room, which is just a nice little messy kind of fun little kids' room. A bit wild, a bit like mismatched. But I mean, I don't know. It's a kid's room. What else would you like from it? Then from here, we've got a little this is a sitting room, Sandra. That is your sitting room where you can chillax, watch some TV, read some books, and of course, a bask in the beauty of the nature. And also wave at the people having their dinner at their dinner table. You can even see my lemons from here, which is exciting. Then over here, we've got a beautiful little master double bedroom, which leads you right onto the ensuite. Don't get it twisted. This is not the main bathroom. This is just the ensuite. I really like it. Love the way the leaf is poking through. Just ignore it. I really love this aesthetic. I would love to make a whole house in this aesthetic as well at some point, just black and white, like really minimal gray tones. I know the sink inside there is gray and I just said no gray tones, but as little as possible of gray tones and just like black, white, and like green. Oh, that would be really nice, unless we spin the wheel for 3 colors and make the whole house just 3 colors. Anyways, then you've got to like sizzle your way out of this room, and then you knock on this door and you come in and you've got a kitchen, which this kitchen is so happy feeling. Even though blue usually is considered like a sad color, I think this blue is just really cute and cozy and vibey, and I've really loved this space. It turned out really cute. From this room, essentially you go straight into the dining room where you can eat and watch the other people dine outside as well. But this is just a normal room with just normal floating plants, don't worry about it. And that light actually literally makes 0 sense now, but just forget about it. From this dining room, you then head on over and do a little bit of work. Of course, you've got a beautiful sun coming through this little beam thing over here. So this is actually a really nice room. I like the combination of mismatch of shapes and textures. I think it's actually really fun. Then also you're like, oh god, while I'm here, I should probably wash my clothes. Yeah, no worries at all. We've got you covered with this area over here where you can wash and dry and put away all your clothes all at the same time. You want to put your clothes away and wash it and look at yourself in the mirror and also head out onto the garden. You can of course do that here. So this is like the left wing of the house. Literally, to get back to any sort of bathroom, you've got to go like all the way through all of these rooms. So it does seem like a little bit of a weird setup, but honestly, I've really loved the way this turned out and I would love to do something like that again. I think there's just something so creative about making kind of compact spaces work together. So I think I might consider doing some sort of a Tetris challenge out of this. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Let me know what else you would like me to do, maybe with the dice idea or maybe some sort of Tetris, or even the idea of putting down a couple of random objects like trees and things and working our way around that to create a house as well. I think that would be interesting. Of course, if you are going to be purchasing any packs in the future, don't forget to use my creator code. Don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed this mess on your screen. I think it's safe to say that there is a possibility to make a challenge out of everything. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!